That we are streaming live now.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, good. That means we start talking about people we know.
It hasn't.
It's
It hasn't popped up.
yeah, let's start.
Hello.
You know what we can start talking about is Matt, because Matt Finch, I realized today, has been basically trolling me for 3 or 4 years now.
Well, that's cool.
Well, I sort of, but I'm down to the point where I know if he's kidding by what time of day it is. I don't think that that's very cool. Yep, we got 3 people in here, so all of them are here to actually make fun of us
I don't see what the problem is.
with Matt trolling me.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Doug. It's Big D.
D.
The problem is that if he calls me at 2 in the afternoon, I know he's like not trolling me because he's just too tired. I think I know him too well. So,
Yeah. Well, there you go.
so it's Ian. He employs several of us to troll for him. I think volunteer is not the same as employee.
Basically,
Hey, it's Brian
hey,
Stanley. Woo!
hey, we're gonna see you in a couple of months.
Jason, what's going on? I thought you were coming to Chicago, Jason. I was like all excited, Rocky. I'm waiting. Oh, it's Kurt Gould again.
No.
Oh Lord, I gotta hide
Oh no.
the branded
All
material.
right. We got to start hiding stuff.
We're not gonna treat that brand bad at all. So,
No, I strangely enough, I'm actually writing for 5th edition right now and getting some quality feedback from some unquality people.
are they qualified? It could be a non-quality but qualified.
I think they're qualified. They've published more stuff than I have by myself.
After being in RPGs for a while, the number of products you've published does not make you qualified, in my opinion. I'll say that.
No shit. Because there's some people putting out product that should not. I'm
Could
not
not.
going to say who that is, but I will say it
Oh,
not on the air. I will rant about that shit.
I'm Kurt. I'm Comedy Will. He's more an overt Big Brother role. That's what he likes to take. Yeah, I can totally picture your picture everywhere I go, looking at me, reminding me to, behave.
Yeah. Toe the line, Glazer.
And then he'll start laughing because his laugh is so like I can hear him across North Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ethan? Oh boy, and then we had Mr. Pathfinder himself. All right,
All right.
all right. So
Sweet.
let me talk a little bit about where I was and talk a little bit about what we're gonna do. But first, I am having a really bad hangover of D&D collectibles because I spent the weekend at Bill Meinhardt's house. We were working on
Oh.
a Frog God project with Bill Webb and with um, Mark Greenberg. And while we were there, I sat in front and saw Bill Meinhardt's collection, and it was second time I've been there, but this time it was so sensory overwhelming that my brain just hasn't come back together yet.
Oh, you poor baby.
No, you say that right? You say that until somebody pulls down the memo from Gary Gygax the actual memo, not the copy, that he sent to all the employees telling them how he was back in charge after the moving back to California, and
Oh,
all
you
the
suck it up and you take that bullet for those of us that haven't been there.
oh well, okay. How about this? He had some early cool Cthulhu drafts. He had every version of Call of Cthulhu ever made. The 20-year anniversary one signed by Sonny Peterson.
No, I know. I know. He's told me about it and
I saw it.
yeah, I haven't been there. So,
You should go. Actually, it was like a pilgrimage. It,
I I plan on going at some point, but
he's such a
the
nice
only
person.
time the only time I'm going to be there is for Gamehole or potentially Gary Con, maybe. Not this year.
Maybe he'll let us do our show from his living room. Wouldn't that be
Uh,
something?
God, that would be fantastic, but I don't think there's anything we could threaten him with to let him let us do that.
You know what? The thing is, he claims to be a fan, but I have a feeling that he has kids in the house, and I'm confident that they're not allowed to speak anything like we do.
Well, I mean, just being a fan, you know, I was going to say something really horrible, but caught myself at the last minute. Had to do with tentacle porn,
All
but
right. Well, that's
that,
exactly what I mean.
yeah.
No, but the
All
last thing
right.
I was asking, he was talking about the show we were doing was about Jaroon, and he goes down. I'm like, "Do you have any Jaroon stuff?" And he goes, "Oh, I have a couple things." Goes down and pulls down this original art by Milos Tevis, and like a 3 or 4 different Gen Con only Jeroen things and one of a kind one. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, just some
yeah,
Jeroen here and there.
yeah. It's just some cast off. Like whatever.
You know, me,
It
Ian,
it is it is nice. It is very nice that all of that is compiled into one
and not just
collection.
compiled. He has it. He asked us like, how come you don't put product numbers on your on some of your old modules? I'm like, huh? You have product numbers on the modules that we never did.
Yeah.
He actually compiles it by list. It's really great though. Anyway, so that's where I was. We spent a lot of time actually doing work on the Lost Lands campaign setting, which is getting close to done. It was great. And then I rolled back into town, tired, and surrounded by collectibles. And dang it, I'm gonna show him out what kind of cool stuff I got.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how
Whatever.
how have you been, Skeeter Green?
I'm feeling pretty good. There's a little project that some people may have seen. It's making some progress. I'm getting some help from some friends in the industry about some printing costs, and I'm finding out more and more things that I don't know, and finding the people who do know, and that small publishers are very helpful to each other. So I think that's a good thing for the community and very much appreciated.
It is a good thing for the community, and I think that that's one of the things. Because when I did Whisper and Venom, it wasn't they weren't helpful. I didn't know anybody, and not knowing anybody made it really not hard. I mean, I had a good time, and how bad could it be, right? But there were days I relayed it out
How
3 times.
bad can it be?
Okay, pretty bad.
You're still new. That's adorable.
No, I'm trying to be positive, man. I don't want to make everybody think you
Right.
can't do it. It can be done by anybody. I did it, but it was not easy because from scratch to do everything you think you want to do from scratch, everything requires specialists. That when you're not that in small publishing, you become that guy. So
Right. And the thing is, I mean, not to freak anybody out, but if you do something bad and screw it up, it's screwed up forever. I mean, you can put out another product and be better, and most people do. But if you look at something and go, "Oh, this is good enough," it's not. And that is your legacy. So, not that I'm trying to be, you know, awesome right out the barrel, because people are going to look at my product and go, "What the fuck is this?" But hey, I mean, you got to start somewhere, and being afraid of starting is not what's
that's
going to stop me.
that's the worst one. I've actually had a seminar at GaryCon about that. We'll talk about that. But enough about the serious stuff, Scooter.
All right.
Let's move on to less serious stuff. I actually the first thing I want to show is part of my steal from Meinhardt. He did give me a gift, and a mighty gift it was. The gift of nostalgia.
Ew. I
So
was going to say something like herpes, but that
no,
would
no,
be
no.
derogatory to Bill Meinhardt, not Zach Glazer.
Oh, blink, blink. When you say things like that about Bill, I have to feel obligated to be nice. We say you said that about I don't know Chuck. That'd be different. Oh no, it's
No.
it's Wednesday, Liz, or Tuesday, Liz. Oh, the people who
No.
print up 4,000 books and find out a disaster after the fact. That's a lot of people.
I can name companies.
I can name. I can too. My favorite ones is not when it's disaster, like there's big mistakes, but the disaster is we don't own that IP. So, and
Oh, hey, I can think of one better than that. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Tuesday, Liz is watching me. I thought Kurt Gould was watching me. This gets so confusing.
Everybody's looking at you
Yeah, well, he's
because
Big
you're
Brother
on the
though.
screen.
Anyway, so
Hey,
these
is it?
hmm,
No, go ahead.
these are I think Mayfair Games is the one who did the magazine. It was a magazine done, I think mostly for game stores, but just goes over the various games available. When they say other adult games, they don't mean what you think, Skeeter.
I think it does.
I don't think it does.
I think it does.
I don't think it does.
Tentacle porn.
Ooh, yuck.
Hey.
I'm gonna roll dice, see who I should drop you. No.
Oh
No.
boy.
So anyway, so this is a 1985. What I liked about it when he gave it to me was it gave an extraordinary broad overview of the industry at the time and how optimistic they were.
You just screwed up that cover, savage.
I
Look at it.
did.
You put a little dent in it. You can't. This is why you can't have nice things.
I sold this nice thing for Bill Meinhardt. That's why that's how I get him. Anyway,
The
so
spirit of Bill Meinhardt is going to show up and smite you.
watch this though. You want to see a mistake? See that ad?
Yeah.
Check this.
Seems like a lot of white space.
Why? Well, yes. Yes, it does.
Oops.
Speaking of errors. But for instance, this one, I was given this because it has the Middle Earth role playing. They have a module in there. An actual module I've never seen before in that magazine.
Dude, I don't care about Middle Earth.
I know. But you know what else they have? Warhammer
No,
miniature rules. No.
Ooh, yeah. Find
No,
the
but
one thing I care about less.
yeah, I know. But anyway, so they go through these. I thought it was actually very interesting because they quoted Indira Gandhi.
I like those. I like those miniatures.
Yeah. Oh, and they had this really awesome ad in the back. I sent it to Alex as soon as I saw it. What if they gave a con and nobody came?
God. Well, that's not Gamehole.
No. Everybody shows there.
Comes to that.
So anyway, what's kind of
even
cool,
the alt-right jerk-offs,
Yeah.
then we have to ask them to leave.
That's right. Play a monk in 5e Middle Earth. There's no monks in 5e Middle Earth. So I love the old ads though because they're like right from the time, so you just go through and like, oh wow, that I bet you anything that game Tank Girl is going to do great. You know, so got that one.
I remember those Armory paint ads because I
They're
used
still
to
in here.
always
You see
look
it?
at that and go, oh man, I want the paints. So I have a roll-around tool chest full of paints and miniatures that sits in my living room, and I act like I'm going to paint.
That's the start though.
Well, I actually did some painting the other day.
So they put a
I'm
paranoia
really not
module
good
in
at
there.
it.
Yeah. And we got more paranoia. I don't know. I thought they were neat. He gave me 3 of them. I love the cover. This is the cover of the elves from Mayfair that got them sued by TSR. So,
No, I like that cover.
yeah, so
That's
do I.
great.
TSR liked it too.
And the fact that those magazines used to be $2.
I know.
That was lawn mowing money.
Yeah, well, we don't have lawns in Arizona, so. All we know about the lawnmower man.
We have fungus gardens up here in the Pacific Northwest.
And anyway, so as we go forward after that unfunny reply.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that
true,
was
I'm
no
sure.
humor. That was just life.
Okay, Skeeter, what you got? Show me what you got.
Okay, well, since you decided to go heavy and talk about the Meinhardt collection, I'm going to bring out a box set.
Oh boy, now I'm jealous. Seriously?
Seriously. So.
All right. I've never seen the inside of it. Castle Zagging by who?
Yeah.
Who's the publisher?
By Castles and Crusades, but
Troll
I'm
Lord?
not going to hold that against them. Troll Lord.
True.
Yeah. Look at this map.
Ooh. That's very, very AD&D first edition book map. I like it.
And then we have a color
Ooh.
map.
Right on.
And then we have a color map.
Good Lord.
And then
I like
we
it.
have
I'm jealous of Skeeter. That's new.
a black and white map.
No, Ruben asked me if I brought back Castle Zagging from the Meinhardt collection. No, I brought back Geeksburg.
And here's a map and illustration booklet.
Well, let's see the illustration booklet, Skeeter. I think that's a grand idea. I wish more modern publishers would try that.
Oh, hey, don't say that in a thread on Facebook because everybody will jump your shit and say, oh, what about so-and-so, and what about so-and-so, and what about so-and-so?
Is Alyssa Faden pop up again? Oh my God, you did. That's twice. You said map and Alyssa came.
And after the 6th time you say, I'm not saying I'm the first person to do it, I'm saying we should bring it back, you just delete the thread.
You rage quit.
Yeah. Mouth of madness.
Ooh. Hey, he stole our idea. No.
I'm still digging, so.
No, I'm waiting.
Put your water.
I'm not. I actually do want to buy this.
Castle.
Ooh.
East Wall Towers.
Wow. How many books are in that?
I'm still digging.
Is that
It
like
is
Beetlejuice? Yeah, it
full.
is like Beetlejuice. Alyssa fading, Alyssa fading, Alyssa fading. Boom, it shows up. Wow, the storerooms. That sounds kind of lame, as opposed to like the East Wall Tower.
And the Castle Fortress.
I like it.
Now, here's the part that will make people go insane.
You're
So
gonna eat
when
it
I
on
bought
live TV.
this,
Oh,
what?
you're gonna eat that whole box on live TV.
No.
No.
So when I got this, I it had one busted corner
Hmm.
to the top,
They're notoriously bad boxes.
which happens. So what I did, because I don't care, I'm never getting rid of this. I super glued the inside corners.
You reinforced them.
I reinforced them so they would never pull apart again.
You're a genius, Skeeter Green. Did that actually work?
Well, what happens
There's
when you
some
have
more.
super glue on your thumb and you touch the cover, fucks it right up.
You know, I would like to see a dramatic recreation of this right now.
No.
I think Benny Hill. I would volunteer Benny Hill to do it.
So there are people crying that I defaced this box set, but they're never going to get it anyway. So I don't care.
Fair enough. I actually, and I've been actually looking for that box set since I first started collecting. But whenever I see it, it's either very expensive or not in great shape. Ooh,
It's right there.
I know.
The interesting
This is
thing
how it feels when I do
about
this to you.
the interesting thing about this box set, hold please, is that it came with something else as part of a set.
Oh no, Yigsberg? Is that Yigsberg? Ooh, that box. Look. Ah,
And it is in, I mean, Meinhardt would be able to say better. It is in really good shape.
I can compare
I
that to the one Meinhardt gave me the other day.
I got these together for less than the price of each one of them from somebody who is local and decided to auction their stuff.
Oh, there you go.
So throw your curses at me
I'm going
and
to.
kiss my ass.
No, I won't. That other people will do that, Skeeter.
Okay, that's
See?
fine.
That's my promise to you. Others will.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was a nice. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good pull, man. That was
And those two items were next in line. I got one other of the softbound folders. I
mhm.
have the collection now.
Wow.
I have all the Castle Zagig stuff. So, Jeff Talanian, you evil mastermind,
Who?
it's great work.
Who?
Jeff Talanian?
Playing.
Yes.
I thought that.
He
I thought
he
it was,
gets a he gets a wicked look on his face when he's killing your characters when you're playing Astonishing Swords and Swordsmen.
is that a game?
And yeah,
Oh, you never heard of it.
Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers. I never say that right.
No. I don't either. But you know what? That's why you say Ash. Hole.
Uh
All right. So you ready to see the?
yes, Ruben, that was the last thing I believe he published before he passed. Besides whatever Gale is sitting on.
Lawsuits? You see in lawsuits. Okay, so I got two things here. One is I got from
I
Meinhardt.
so many comments.
I know. One of them I got from Bill. He actually found it for me. I've been trying to trouble finding it. The other one is a related item because I wanted to see what the difference was, and I figured I'd do it on the air. First, Bill Meinhardt was kind enough to sell me this item here.
It's upside down.
And I'm
It's
fixing it.
defective.
He sold me this item by Fantasy Games Unlimited, Land of the Rising Sun. I've only seen this one time before for sale. I know it's not that rare, but I just never run across it. At Einflot in Olympia last year. And I said, you know what? I'll see this one again soon. I'll just go ahead and pass on this purchase for cheap.
That's dumb. That's a skater move.
That's a Zach move, but my wife was, Mrs. Zach was there too, and I already had picked up a quantity bunch of things because they have the You could bring your own stuff like a garage sale for games. And I didn't bring
Yeah.
anything, but I went home with stuff. Anyway, and then I also brought Bushido, the
I
FTAU.
loved that game.
So let's find out because they both have a Japanese like base to them. They both
I
made by the
never
same company.
played it.
No, no, I had how much is the question. Person wants to know how much. So anyway, this is the one I got from the good man Bill Meinhardt. He got that for me. He saved it for me for almost 6 months. So I think he heard my lament. And then Bushido is the both were sold by Fantasy Games Unlimited. I believe both were available originally from a separate company. What Bill taught me this weekend was that a lot of the games from Fantasy Games Unlimited that became box sets were actually small digest-sized games that were released at 50 copies, and they picked them up and made them into box sets.
Huh.
Learn something new every day. Is that an expansion for Bushido? No, I don't think it is, but I will tell you right now by
It's
opening
a
it up.
separate game, I believe.
As a separate game. So here, I gotta read the back, but there's nothing to find out.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's hardcore.
Yeah. Boom. Lee Gold. Actually, he did some of the other games from them because I know I have a adventure. Oh man, Land of Adventure, I think. And so I think Lee Gold might be a she, by the way. I'm trying to remember. One of their designers was one of the earliest designers for RPGs that was women. So, all right, there's no way I can read that tiny little text.
God.
Wow, this is even worse than usual. Let's see the date on this. This is a Chivalry and Sorcery expansion. This is the Chivalry and Sorcery rules.
Lee Gold is Miss Lee Gold.
That's actually I thought so. Yep.
Top 50 most influential people in the adventure game market for the year 2000.
Awesome.
So good freaking job.
Tom says the rules were difficult to follow. I don't read any of this stuff. No, I don't read any of it. Not one. Huh. Damn it! I've been outed.
Holy cow. As of March 2016, she had published 497 issues of Alarms and Excursions.
Oh, that's right. That's where I know I really heard her from. I should have brought one of those.
Or Alarms, if you want to get.
I love Alarms and Excursions because Mike Ballado had one that were from like the late 70s. The same argument that was going on there is still going on today at Dragon's Foot about armor class. And it's still happening.
Ballado is a scourge.
Oh, yeah. When are they going to do a musical episode of the VidCast? I want to hear these guys sing. No, you do not. That's the answer to that.
I think you absolutely do not.
Oh, Lord.
That would be like two cats having sex and then getting hit by a car.
What I can say is this: is that I love almost all this art that's done for the Asian games. I don't understand any of it very well. And I don't know if it's accurate or not. I have no idea. I like Japanese food, and I think Japanese products and stuff are interesting, but I don't know enough to actually make any sort of judgment. So I assume it's bastardized, and then I hope to be proved wrong.
I like the pretty pictures.
Yeah. What I like is the font looks like every 1979 Chinese food restaurant menu. It does.
It does.
I know. See? Medicine right there. So it's about this thick. So the number of page count on the inside, because there's so many words, it's probably our book, I guess, must be twice as long. This one is about 148. We've got some character sheets that are written in. I like that.
Oh. Hopefully they knew what they were doing.
Well, they have handwriting so much nicer than mine that I can actually read that more than I can read the font.
Wow, I can read that.
Isn't that crazy? Anyway. So.
And I can't read.
No, well, you can read. It's just like to write. Said you like to start. Anyway, so Chivalry and Sorcery in the Far East. It also comes with a couple other sheets in here. And this is like, these are more of the character sheets that are in the back, plus the additional tables.
Yeah, it looks like ready reference sheets.
Could be very similar. Watch it from Bill's house, and one of his D&D Zero Edition ready reference sheets fell into it.
Yeah, I bet not.
That would never happen.
No.
All right, weapon and body melee matrices. That's even hard to read even with a magnifying glass. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, savings throws, savers illusions, and finally, the 1980 catalog from Fantasy Games Unlimited.
Sweet.
I think this is the most exciting part.
That is fantastic. What do we got there, Zach?
We have Chivalry and Sorcery. Um, it's yours for $6. It says. Oh, that's
That
for
would be great.
Oh man. Okay, this is crazy. Tribute Sorcery, Tribute Source Book, The Swords and Sorcerers, Saurians, Arden, Castle Plans. I mean, this is all stuff that I've seen, but some of it's really pretty rare. They're a rip-off game from TSR of Gangbusters. They're a rip-off game of TSR from Fight in the Skies. They're a rip-off game of Boot Hill.
Well, honestly, isn't that what
Everybody's. No, I know.
RPGs were
But-
in the 80s?
Yeah. Hey, they added for the original Bunnies and Burrows when it was new.
Wow. I hear that's been remade.
Yeah, I hear that too. Flash Gordon. I didn't know they had the rights to that. They probably didn't. Ha ha.
They probably didn't.
Rapier and Dagger, Homes and Hovels. Oh, it's a village. Okay. And then, let's see here. Archworld, Citadel. Oh, I have this one.
Seems rude to call somebody's place a hovel.
The Royal Armies of the Hyperborean Age. I have two of those, actually.
Really?
I don't know exactly why I bought two, but it has Conan-ish thing. It said Fantasy Games Unlimited. I bought one for $20, and then Michael Battleotto sold me my first one for $60.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep. Dragon Lords, Colony Delta. And some of these are older war games I remember because they had the one War of the Ring game I showed you that I had. So what's the price? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, what are the prices for
Well,
these
here,
fantastic games?
Yeah. Skeeter, the actual retail price is, well, Royal Armies that Michael Battleotto sold me for $60 was $6.
Of course. It
Uh,
sounds like the standard
Yep.
1000% markup.
I have Byron
And
McDowell
don't
here.
give me a bunch of math shit about
Bunnies
that.
and Burrows
I
was
just
$6?
yelled that out.
The box set for Chivalry and Sorcery was $10. Yes, it's about that still.
I would like to say if I had a TARDIS or a time machine, I would have all these games, but if I had a TARDIS or a time
That was
machine,
not what you were doing.
I would be in prison.
Yep. No, I hear you.
The
Well,
time cops would show up and say, "Yeah."
I think we
nope."
found a nickname for either Alyssa or Liz. You could decide. I'm trying to see it. Madame Guillotine.
Why choose?
Why not both of them? There can't be only
They
one.
can-
It's like Doctor
they can
Who.
be a
There's a different
cult.
doctor all the time. Oh man. Abstract role playing in the Reign of Terror of Revolutionary France. Wow.
Abstract role playing.
I think it was a
Isn't that
board game they just add the
redundantly
words role play
redundant?
to. That's my take. So that is the first one of the two. So that is Land of the Rising Sun, which we determined was a Chivalry and Sorcery like knockoff.
Okay.
His name isn't Goddammit. That's the truth. It isn't. All right. So, Bushido, the land of Nippon. Well, at least we know this one's not totally fantasy because this one has a map that has. I know it's gonna shock you. You ready?
Yeah, I
Okay.
love that map.
I know. I do too. It's a hex map, like because hex maps are awesome.
I used to play Shogun Total War constantly, and now I can't get it anywhere.
The game or the computer game?
Yeah.
It's on Steam. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to play the newer versions of it. I
Oh,
want
I
to play
see.
the old one that I used to play.
I have the board
I don't
game.
want to play any of these newfangled games.
I hear
Fuck
you.
Steam.
That map inspired you? Which map inspired you? The Japanese one?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Alyssa, I don't care. Did my first hex maps. See now, that's interesting. Nothing Skeeter said has been interesting at all yet until right now, Alyssa, you said this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's the Bushido. The book 2 is the Nippon. Let's get the book 1 here so we can do it in order.
I have said multiple times I'm not adding anything to this show. I'm actually taking away. Zach is a very charming and wonderful man, and I just bring down the bell
Yeah,
curve
God damn it.
for this show.
There isn't a bell curve for the show.
The bell curve for this show is a plate.
Pretty much. So this is. I remember seeing these. These were still brand new for sale in Phoenix in 1999. Scott Bizar had a store there, and they had all these, and they were still the same price, like $10. And just like you said, I could have bought all those then, and I didn't. But I didn't care at the time.
Happens.
1981, and this is the same as the other one. You cannot read it. I'm not even gonna try.
Nope. You could absolutely
Now
not
there's some
read that.
though. There's some kick-ass martial arts stuff right there. I wonder how Japanese
Yeah.
that is.
That in particular.
Ian said the Bell Cliff.
Yeah. Yes. Jay, we are lemmings.
So this one is almost there. This is actually a finding like a piece of art here and a piece of art there, but
By
mostly.
who?
So this is like a geography book. This talks you about the heroes. I don't know if there's. I'm gonna look. If I'm gonna find out without asking the question, is there magic in here? Yes or no? I don't think
Yes.
there is. Oh,
Yep.
alright. There's ninjas. Yep, yep. You're right. There is. There's dancing as a skill. I knew it. I could be good at this.
Samurai were good dancers.
I know they were good. They also were like did dramatic arts and such, and they also would tear your
Yeah,
head off with a small short sword. And then they would use blood for calligraphy. They were really well-rounded people.
they were. That's like medieval knights could actually do stuff when they weren't trying to go out and stab other medieval knights.
I think that was just in their literature that they were writing about themselves.
Probably. They were probably just drunken fucks
Yeah,
sitting around
I always
doing
pictured
nothing.
them. I don't want to. That's exactly as you were complimenting him a lot. No, I'm not complimenting anybody. I refuse. No, I don't want to be like a. You know, never mind. You know what? I'm not going to be culturally sensitive and just know the next book.
Yes, Ruben, I think acting was a skill in that.
And this one, I just saw it in there. Yes,
Yeah.
it wasn't Pendragon
This
too.
it's actually a very interesting game system.
Okay,
I
so
think it's probably boring as fuck to actually play, but reading it was cool.
Super Buster Bros on SNES? No, I don't anymore. That's a good question, though. I used to collect video games. Preston, I knew from way back when I worked in stores, video game stores, and so Preston was one that worked for me. And so it's a good question, Preston, but no, I don't. So I find that there are different types of humans. I like to say deplorable ones like you and I, and everybody else, right? What we
I
got here?
aspire to the peasantry.
We got, let's see here. So we got professions. We got Bushi, Budoko, Segenko, Yakuza, and average man. See, this is why I think I need to take two classes in Japanese history and a couple of classes of Japanese
Yeah,
language to get out of
because
this.
it even hurts me just to listen to you say those
I don't
words.
know how to say those words. I don't speak Japanese.
I know, and so does everybody else now. But it's okay.
Well, you know the way I see it is I eat Japanese food, so I think that gets me some points. So
You put a hurtin' on Japanese food,
I do.
and weirdly, you make a public spectacle of it.
I do.
You show your food, and then it's never seen again.
Yep. Well, you didn't like the Japanese food I took you to, so you never get to go anywhere cool again. So.
I didn't like the noodle place we went to
Mhm.
because I am not a fan of a fucking boiled egg in my top ramen noodles, nor am I a fan of a plate of fungus.
Okay,
Dude,
so
that mushroom was huge.
it was. It wasn't really a
Not
mushroom though. That wasn't a
not
mushroom.
interested. However, it there is a strong possibility it could have been the 4,000 degrees
Yeah,
in the parking lot walking into that place too,
it could
because
have been.
that was bullshit.
So anyway, so my take, since I did, first of all, it really stinks when the font's that small because usually I can on the newer stuff I can look at it and get an idea, but that older stuff, I know the paper was more expensive or something then.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I just went through quite an exercise with some layout in the Word document for this project that I'm working on, where I upsized the font because I am old and I don't want to have a printed book that's like impossible to read.
You know, and
Like some companies I know of that have itty bitty tiny fonts, and I'm like, nope, this ain't a Bible. That's bullshit. I want a font I can read.
No, I tell you what, those are great decisions to make when you have stuff that's like 64 pages or less. No, no. Honestly, I did Whisper and Venom. I made sure it was 12 point because I wanted to make sure I could read it too. And I
Right.
wasn't even that old yet. I feel like I was a young man then. But now, honestly, I think it matters a lot to buy something you don't have to wear spectacles to actually figure out.
Right. I don't. I can make this however I want, and that's how I want to make it.
Of course, you can make it however you want, Skeeter. You're in charge of you. You do you.
I uh, I just hope some other people actually buy a couple. That would be super helpful.
Of yours? Come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
No, actually, I think we'll see you do quite well with that. I'm excited for it because I've seen the map, I saw the cover art, and I've seen how you write in the background when I was working with you at Frog God Games. I could see the things that you wrote that scared me.
I did get a I did get a nice nod from Jason Gardner. He said my room descriptions were very nice. That's not what he said, but that's basically what it was.
Was he drunk?
Maybe he
No,
he had just come from the Scouts, so maybe they had a throwdown
no,
party.
no. Honestly, you know what I think? I think it's a we live in such a tiny little niche in our little planet here, Skeeter, that we have such narrow interests with people we know that whose room description is done different ways is almost like a very important and long philosophy discussion.
Well, the yeah, it's interesting if you think about it. The people who are popular and even doing well in RPGs is probably much less than musicians, which was always the career downfall. It's like, oh man, nobody makes it in the music business. Yeah. Well, the comparison of who makes it in the RPG business is like in the dozens,
But does
maybe.
making it mean you have an easy street, you take limos and go to concerts? No, it means you
No,
get like twelve
it
dollars a
means
day.
it means you could eat.
Well, unless you're like some people, the real fat cats of the world, like Big Brother himself, who just had a comment. Kurt Gould.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, name one person that is rolling in fat cash in the RPG world
Kurt Gould.
besides Kurt.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jeff Talanian, definitely.
Could be.
See, I'm good at this.
Could be.
All right,
I
man.
didn't know Kurt was talking right there. I thought you were just
No, no, just picking
giving him
on
the heads
like
up.
I pick on Kurt Gould when he's not around. God damn it, Skeeter, shut
Yeah.
up. All righty. So anyway, Skeeter Green, I'll be back. I'll be gone. I leave again to day after tomorrow for Maine. I'll be in Maine, and everyone will still be in shorts.
Yeah.
I know.
Whatever.
Well, Mike Balaw is going to make a rare appearance outside of Texas. To that.
I can't imagine going to Maine right now. It is 33 degrees in Lake Stevens when I go out to work at 4 in the morning, and I have to sit in my car and let it warm up. So I'm on my phone, and it's like I constantly think, man, if my car just stopped, maybe I'll just give up and die out here.
Well, people who are not wieners like you live in Maine, Skeeter.
Yeah, I know.
When I was there, they had a giant island of ice went down the river. Like literally, I was watching the river by Edward's house, and this big
Yeah,
flow of ice goes down. And I was like, "Holy cow, that could kill something."
yeah. You know what? Uh, in the Great Northeast, the New Englandy states, real real men live there. Cause fuck that, it's too cold. I'm
well,
not down.
when we come back, minus one bad lotto, and I won't tell you which one doesn't make it, but you keep it yourself. So
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go to TotalCon, and it's gonna be February, and I think that's summer there, and I'm gonna freeze my ass off.
oh, I am. You know what? I probably will too. But I look forward to it.
Yeah, cause you don't own a jacket.
I do too. I got one to go to Chicago.
Well, yeah, you better have one.
I will. Alrighty, man. I will. I'm going to hang this up here and let you know I will be back next week. I will have a chance to shop in Maine. I will tell you what's to buy there.
Buy a monster lobster.
Okay? I knew that was coming. Thank you, everybody.